hostage negotiations. Phillips is gonna bring Violet back. Oh no, some emos want to talk again. I'll tell you what, if only to give him a piece of my mind. We'll see what you have to say. I do have a little bit of a worry right now. Jacob, Ginny, and Phillips. Have the love parallel lines intersected? A double bed and Ginny sleeps alone. It's such a powerful visual of the sort of independent woman that Ginny has chosen to be, that she chose not to marry, and that she chose to have a spacious bed. It's a fable. Hi Internet, and welcome to Blunderland. This is a long-form Rimworld Let's Play, and Rimworld is a simulator for scene kid diplomacy. Okay, half a day away, half a day to play, troubles no way, Sly's leaving today. And Sly's bringing Gray. Alright, he's gonna have some backup. He's gonna have a friend along for the ride this time. Gonna bring some extra food in case things get hairy. And I'm gonna leave it at that. He's just gonna bring snacks. 'Cause Sly doesn't need fancy shivs and clubs and frag grenades. Sly is a human weapon, and Gray is a wolf weapon. So I think that this dynamic duo, I think that's all we need. With any luck, Gray is gonna see that we're not so spooky. We're not so spooky, we're buddies. Hard to believe it's been, months. It's been seasons since that last meeting. It feels so recent. But so much has changed. So many people have joined us. Wait, huh? Well, that's probably nothing, right? That's just Sly being kind of Sly being an overprotective mayor is what that is, and that's probably almost certainly nothing. It's almost certainly nothing, and it's fine. Good to know. Moving on. These defenses are incredible. We are so safe compared to the way it used to be. You cannot emo your way past a beautiful marble wall, you know? You can't cry scene tears through a thick layer of the Earth's bounty. You know what I mean? And I love it as long as y'all don't do the thing. Sparks are flying literally, but I don't want them to fly metaphorically. Please don't kiss. Please don't kiss. Rittenhouse, if you want to maybe drag some of that very unromantic stank corpse energy near these two so that they don't kiss each other. It is pretty romantic though. You know, oops, I failed on the wall. Oh, there goes our child actor buddy. And they're getting closer and closer the whole time. Could I blame them for falling in love? Yes, I could. Because this man is not alright. He pulled a weapon when things were good. God, the spaghetti, the Lady and the Tramp spaghetti marble walls are drawing closer and closer, and I need them not to consummate this sexual tension. There you go, Rittenhouse. Distract them. Distract them with a carcass. It feels so weird to root against love, but I also want everyone not to die. Do you understand the fix that I'm in, you guys? Lucas has upped her fashion game. Love to see that. Oh, and so is Cameron. Cameron is rocking kind of a Phillips-inspired look. Okay, so they're getting along. They're having fun. Let's see, Jacob, how you feeling about Ginny? Jacob, focus on Lucas. Focus on your new friend Lucas. This is my responsibility at the end of the day, and not just because I had them build a wall where we kind of didn't need one because of the natural. It also just the general, my attempts to socially engineer friendship have, in some ways, I'm a victim of my own success. I'm hoping that the ground right now, and the way the ground is sort of blowing its top, is not a metaphor for what Jacob's gonna do with his cool roommate that we like a lot. A charming mayor and a charismatic loner wolf. Dynamic duo, it's up to you-o. Hell yes! Sly is the mayor of the century. Sly! You crushed it, man! I don't really necessarily know or love what this strange weapon is and maybe feels like a Trojan horse, but I do love 72 feels like a lot of relation number. That feels big. I mean, that feels like... Well, actually, first of all, come on home, you triumphant mayor that we love. And if I go to the faction page, they only barely hate us now. This is Sly. You bloodthirsty peacemaker, we brought you on to fight emos. And you said no, 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 no. I'll execute some, but I will befriend others. And you are a statesman, and you are a gentleman, and props to Gray, who showed up out of nowhere. This is one of the best days in the entirety of Blunderland. My heart is full. As long as Phillips doesn't kiss Ginny, then this is a perfect Septober. And it's just getting started. And please don't fall in love. You know, Cameron is no spring chicken. She's in her silver years, and yet she is hauling this entire Muffalo all the way back to where we make the food, eat the food, have the good cave times. Which is making me think, A, that I'm a little bit ageist, because I assumed that Jacob's whole thing was an Oldman thing, and B, that maybe Jacob has some other issues. Maybe one of the things that we don't know about Jacob's past is that he hurt his knees real bad. The cold snap has ended, but the cold rest of it is in full effect. And so it's really a race against time with our drugs. Can we get the drugs to grow before they freeze to death? And frankly, what am I rooting for in this situation? Do I want the drugs? Am I gonna say yes to drugs? I'm not sure. And Mother Nature might answer that question for us, but if she doesn't, are we gonna say yes to drugs? That's just so fucking romantic. Wait, is this sex? I'm not sure if that was sex. I'm not sure how Tynan renders sex in this game, and I'm not sure if that was sex. If it is sex, it is very adventurous sex. There is a lot of just sort of acrobatic, my god. I mean, that, I'm pretty sure is some very good and communicative sex. If it is sex. Which who knows? That might kind of be up to Phillips and Ginny to decide. They're awkwardly avoiding each other, which suggests that it might have been sex. Given where our defenses are at their strongest, we're funneling the unpleasants. The not yet friends and the never gonna be friends are getting funneled through this marsh and through this nook. And then through these marshes, which are big. So I think this is sort of the safest zone and also where we need the most power. And so I think this is where I'm gonna plan to make solar. We're gonna take the sun, which has sometimes been a not yet friend of its own, and we're gonna make the sun into a yet friend. We're gonna be yet friends with the sun itself. The only really good, rich source of the materials we need to drink the sun is past the walls. Although, hold on, we do have these crashed ship parts, and I don't love maybe the romantic setting that it provides, but is this going to make... We're in business. We're gonna drink the goddamn sun. We're just gonna take that sweet, sweet Sunny D and pump it through the veins of this beautiful cave. This is good. I'm willing to say that this. Oh, Jacob is non-violently sad, and that's the best that we can hope for. Anyway, I'm willing to say that once we are drinking the sun and we've just got the sweetest, purest Sunny D, I feel like I'm willing to call this Blunderland 1.C. 1.B, if you remember, that was when we made the floors not as bad. And a similar upgrade is that we're going to have the sun as a beverage. Actually, you know what? Yeah, this is not even 1.C. That is a bigger step forward. This is Blunderland 1.Sunny D. Ironically, we're going to be using the sun's energy to power this cooler and make the freezer cold. And that's really, I mean, we're using science to turn the sun into coldness. And that's the miracle of science, and that's the miracle of nature and the sun and of the hard work of these incredible, incredible people and the ability to withstand one of them being very stressed out. The good news is Jacob is wandering by the Berkey Memorial Not Yet Friend Bungalow. And if there was a place that was gonna put pep in his old slow step, it would be this scenic, beautiful bungalow with its rustic overtones. I think this is gonna be one of Jacob's shortest mental breakdowns, and you can take that to the bank. Oh. So our mayor has chatted up some Red Hot Chili Peppers fanatics, and that's a trade opportunity. And I did very specifically send him out with nothing to trade, and that's unfortunate and bad in pretty much every way, and is something about which I feel foolish. He could give him this meat, and in exchange, you know what? You've earned it, Sly. You've earned a brewski. You basically stopped a war. I think I'll buy you a beer for that. And a little something for the dog. All right. Everything is so good. And once we have kind of put a lasso around Papa Sunshine, since we know that this is where we're gonna get visitors of a hostile sort, we can put up new defenses right around here. And so they're pouring through, and we're sitting pretty. Hey, welcome back, Sly and Gray. Gray, go ahead and visit. And you've, well, no, you are still, Gray is very shy. Gray is one of those animals that prefers to talk online rather than in person. Gray feels more comfortable having conversations with less eye contact because it lets him focus. Gray likes a good book more than he likes a rager, more than he likes a party. Gray is his own man, and I'm not going to pressure him, but I would love to sort of convince and maybe pressure him to hang out in the cave, but it's okay. Gray's Gray. And Zima is barfing, and that's going to give her something to talk about with Rittenhouse. Jenny is throwing a party today. There is some drama at this party.